Patek Philippe just announced their latest watch, the Cubitus. I just wanted to tell you my thoughts on it. I actually got the privilege to go see this watch in person, hold it in my hand, and try it on. And unlike a lot of the YouTubers, I want to give my thoughts after actually seeing the watch. Unlike their opinions on just seeing it online, seeing the announcement. Yes, there is a lot that you could see and feel from pictures, but there's nothing like actually holding it in your hand, trying it on your wrist, and giving the opinion afterwards. So that's kind of what this video is about. I do have a script that I'm supposed to go off of, but I don't think I'm going to. I am going to glance at it for notes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Let's get into it. The Cubitus. So first things first, Patek Philippe have not announced a new watch since the Aquanaut in 1997. That's over 25 years since a watch has come out. The Cubitus is making its debut, and everybody, or mostly everybody, is very angry about it. They hate it. They're saying it looks dumb, it's a knockoff Nautilus, it's a knockoff Cartier Santos, this, that, the other. Whatever they're going to say, they're going to say. And here's the bottom line. It doesn't matter what they designed. It doesn't matter what they came out with. It's been over 25 years since they've released a watch. The hype for this new collection is so high. It's so through the roof. Expectations are so unexceptionally ridiculous that it doesn't matter what they came out with. You are going to hate it no matter what. Because that's just what it is. Every time a new car comes out, everybody hates on it. And then a year later, oh, it's the best, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. You were hating on it before. Don't change your mind. And it's going to be the same thing here. I personally like this watch. I personally think it's really cool. And I didn't make an opinion until I saw it in person. Now, let's talk about the specs. They came out with 3 initial models. The one that I saw was the platinum model with the moon phase and the whole calendar, the whole thing. It's really cool spec. But they came out with 3 different variations, and they're priced accordingly. The one that I tried is the most expensive. That comes in at about 85 grand, a little more. After tax, you're probably looking about 95-ish thousand, depending on where you live. You're not going to be able to get one, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I personally think it looks cool. They basically took the Nautilus dial and complications and stuffed it in a new shape, and that's what people are upset about. But I personally like it. It comes in at 45 millimeters, and it's 8.3 to 9.6 mils thick, depending on, again, which version you're going to get. It's very, very thin. On the wrist, it doesn't feel like 45 mil. It really doesn't. It feels a bit like a 44 to like 43, 44. I thought it wore on my wrist pretty well. I have a small wrist. I'm about 7 1/4 here, so pretty small. But honestly, I thought I could pull it off, no problem. I would not be surprised if in the future they come out with a 42 or a 40 or whatever. It wouldn't really make sense because the Nautilus is about that size, and so is the Aquanaut, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do it anyway, because why not? Now, would I call this a Nautilus killer? No, I don't think they're going to get rid of the Nautilus. There's no way they're getting rid of any of their current lineup. It's just something to add to it, something fresh. Again, it's been over 25 years since they've announced something. But yeah, I mean, again, the steel version comes in at about 42,000. The two-tone comes in at about 62,000. The platinum that I saw is 85, 90,000, something like that. So is it worth it? If you like something, it's worth it. If you get any Patek at MSRP, obviously it's worth it. You're going to make a shit ton of money, so it doesn't really matter. But on the secondary market, these, because they're so new, they're already listed for $400,000+, which, as we know, is 3, 4, 5 times their MSRP. It's honestly ridiculous. So I don't think it's worth it for that. I don't think any watch is worth it for that purpose. You should always pay MSRP if you can. Just try to build your relationship and wait it out. I know most of you are like, oh, I can't do that. But, well, do whatever you're going to do. But anyway, at the end of the day, that's my take. I personally love the watch. I like it more than the Nautilus. I never was a fan of the Nautilus. I just think that, it was designed by Gerald Gentra, the guy that designed the AP Royal Oak. So obviously, Patek hired him to design that watch to compete with the Royal Oak, which he also designed. So it's like, if you're going to get something like that, just get an AP. It's easier to get. It's way better value in terms of pricing. I mean, yeah, the Patek is obviously the better watch. There's no doubt about it. MSRP versus MSRP, yeah, you're going to get the Patek, but you're not getting a Patek for MSRP, so don't do it. You're not going to get an AP for MSRP either, but at least you're not going to pay 400 grand. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I like it. I think it's cool. I would buy one if I had the money and if I could get it for MSRP. 45 mil, it's fine. Wears well. If you're a bigger guy, it's cool. It's sporty. But that's really all I have to say about it. And actually, one more thought that just popped into my head actually was about Patek. Is it took them over 25 years to make a new watch, and as we know, the trend in watches has been bigger, bigger, bigger until about a year or two ago when they've been getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Patek has been so slow to market with their next watch, they're like, okay, we're just going to make something bigger. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you do like it, buy it. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And you know what? Subscribe for Teddy because he's going nuts back there. I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, thank you. Peace.